Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, and we don't have a lot to show in this video, but I do have some pretty cool stuff that I did make a purchase on. We have some pack updates. A lot of the last call stuff is no longer around, and so some of the other stuff has been sent back, and we have a few new things that are kind of like a transition of some of the older boxes. And then we are going to open up a few packs. In fact, two of the packs were bought by my nephew. He said that if any of you guys were watching some of his streams, he was doing a YouTube video, and I just kind of dropped behind him. I didn't realize he was doing it, and I ended up giving one of his viewers a Team Rocket long pack just for the heck of it. And he ended up opening it, and he said, man, it kind of got me addicted, so I wanted to open up a few packs myself. So he ended up going and buying a few off the site, so we're going to open those up for him, and we're going to see if he can hit some of that good luck, or if it's a bust. First thing I'm going to show you guys, I bought this right here. This is a Charizard EX. This is the Japanese one. This is actually unlimited. The other one that I've shown you guys in the past was a first edition, so now I have the unlimited, and I do also have the English one, which you guys have seen. You see it's got a pretty cool swirl right there. Alright, next I bought this kind of on a whim. A guy reached out to me. He's like, hey man, look at this beautiful card. And he just said, I want $100 for it. I said, all right, I'll take it. Because I figured, you know, it's a pretty fair price. And for something that looks really nice, it's in the 10 condition. And it's got the nice label from DSG. I know it's not a PSA. I think the PSAs are doing about 150 or so. I thought, you know what, I'll go ahead and pay for that. So I bought his DSG Amazing Rare Rayquaza. I'm going to just set it back and forget about it. And then next up we have a box topper Dark Raichu. Now this one I actually missed in auction, and I reached out to the guy. I was like, hey, if he does not pay, let me know, and I'd love to make an offer on the card. And he come back at me pretty quickly, and he said, well, the guy has not paid. Doesn't look like he's going to pay. What would you offer? And you know, I threw out an offer, and he said, all right, let's go for it. And I think I ended up paying $1,450. My initial offer I think was $1,500, but we couldn't connect the way he wanted, so he ended up knocking $50 off to get it done real quick, so I was happy with that. And there it is. I've got a box topper Dark Raichu, just like that. Another one has been added to the collection. I still need a few of them, so if you have any box toppers from the original series, Legendary Collection was the first. It had S1, S2, S3, S4. I have the Charizard. I have the Dark Raichu. I believe I have the Mewtwo. Dark Blastoise, I can't remember. And then after that, you had 4 in Expedition, you had 4 in Aquapolis, and you had 4 in Skyridge. And again, I do have the Charizard. I have all the crystals from Skyridge, the Kabutops, the Ho-Oh, the Charizard, and the Crobat. I think Crobat was the other one. But I am missing several, I think, from Expedition, and I think I'm missing some from Aquapolis too. They're pretty low pop. They're not hard to grade, it's just not many people did it. Next up, just for some quick price updates, both of these have dropped to $275 a pack. So for now, Japanese Fossil is still available, and so is Japanese Rocket. We don't know how much longer these two are going to sit. I haven't had a ton of sales for them. The prices have dropped several times, and I think what we watched on Heritage, or maybe it was one of these two, from the actual box price that sold, you're actually getting a better deal on these individual packs than buying bulk 60 of them. So I think his price is solid, especially for something that comes straight out of a box, which is, for this, a lot different than just buying a random loose pack. And then also, this is probably the best deal I think that is up right now. You have these heavy guaranteed gym challenge booster packs. He has 12 of them, and he's dropped the price down to, I believe it's $4.95, which I believe is a really good price for a heavy gym challenge booster pack. You have the chance of pulling a Blaine's Charizard and several other cards that people like. And then, of course, if there isn't a holo, you just open up another pack or you get your refund. So having that holo guarantee is really nice for packs, especially like the gym series where it's tucked away. And now we'll get into the actual pack openings. We sold another Topps pack. There seems to be one of these in every video. We have hit the Charizard and the Blastoise, I believe, so the Venusaur's still out there. And then you can always get non-holo Charizards and Blastoises, Venusaurs, and that kind of stuff, because you can get multiple. I think we've already seen 2 Venusaur, but we are definitely in the back half of this box, so there are still some available if you're looking to pick them up. But a much cheaper alternative to the WotC stuff is the WotC packs. I think even the cheapest ones are about $200 or so, and this is $125. Alright, you're going to start off pretty strong with an Alakazam. Always nice to see Alakazam. Golem, one of my favorites. I like Golem. I wish it got some like really cool holo rare back in the original series. It did in Expedition, but even in Expedition, it was kind of a bland card. Alright, we've got the TV8 Gary Oak, Nidorino, Weedle, Sandslash, and Nidorina. Nice. And I actually forgot to read his little shoutouts. I'm going to do that right after this one. I know that he did want me to sleeve all the cards. I always do that afterwards anytime somebody requests that. But he says, shout out from Australia at Gym Leader Sam. So I assume that's his IG. And I imagine he's going to be posting some of this stuff that he gets in. It says, please sleeve all cards, many thanks, and then sign an energy card. So I'll make sure to sign an energy card and send that out to you. So thank you, Samson. I don't know if you go by Samson or Sam, but Samson is a pretty sweet name. There we go. Put those up. And now, the last two packs were the ones that were bought by my nephew Trey. He's actually sitting behind me here. We're going to see if he gets something really nice or not. So you can see right there, got a fossil and a jungle, and these are unweighed. Now I told him, you know, if you open these up, they could be a bust, and you don't have much, you know, really going on. And then you could possibly hit, you know, really good. I mean, if you hit a Dragonite or something that's lower pop and it pulls out a 10, then you know you have options. But the chances are, you know, with unweighed packs, they're weighed against you. All right, so it says the Team Rocket pack you let me open as giveaway last night got me addicted to WotC packs. He says last night, but it's actually a few nights ago. I didn't get the email or the order email because his I believe he put it in his Smithy. Was it Smithy Man? It said a Smithy Man. Yeah. So I didn't get it. It didn't come through. It was like undeliverable or whatever. So I didn't even know he had ordered the stuff until this morning. So he was able to buy those packs and then not tell me about it while we hung out all day yesterday.
That was crazy.
But he said, would I be opening these ones? Also shout out my uncle TCA Gaming and the rest of my fam for letting me live with them for a little while. Man, we've had a lot of fun with you here. By the way, go follow Pokey eBay on YouTube. For those of you who were and was watching his live stream, one of you got a free rocket pack. Maybe we'll do something similar to that in the future. So we'll start off with the fossil pack. I told him the one you want is probably Dragonite. You know, you could get like a Moltres or something like that. It's also really nice. But Lapras, you know, if you have a 10 on the Lapras, then that's a big hit. However, you know, if you don't get the 10, it's not really that big of a hit. Nobody really wants Lapras. Dragonite is a well-rounded card where it's a big hit as a 10, but it's also a nice hit even if it's, you know, not. If it's a 9 or something like that. Got the Kingler. Maybe he'll get a Golem. Got the Slowpoke and Slowbro. Got Arbok. Shelder. Gambler. Krabby. It's not the Slash Error. Kabuto and... Oh,
hollow, but
it's a non-hollow Magneton.
Still got one more.
Hate to say it, but this is probably the worst rare that you could get in a set. Between Magneton and maybe Muck. Alright, so let's hope Pack 2 is not the same way. But I will tell you, it does happen. Let's see what he gets. Any of the Eevee Pokemon, like the Vaporeon, Flareon, Jolteon, those would all be very nice hits. Alright, we got Paris, Rhyhorn, Venonat, Bellsprout, got Parasect, Rapidash, that's a good uncommon, Nidorina. It almost looks like that Bellsprout has a red line under his eye right there, which I don't recall that being the case on all of them, but you do see it on the other eye as well. So maybe it's just something that I've missed in the past. Spearow, Meowth, Mankey, and here's the last card. Oh! Okay, so you whiffed. No hollows, but I don't know if you guys saw it. The Mankey actually has a really nice printing dot on it. I'm pretty sure it's a printing dot. It almost looks like a leaf. Check that out. got this dot there and this big green blob in the middle of it, which is kind of cool the way it is because it almost looks like a leaf coming off the branch. So I'm actually going to go check some other Mankey cards just to make sure it is indeed a printing dot, because if that circle just seems pretty round the way it is. I'm hoping it's not just something else like the Bellsprout where I haven't noticed it before. And what would be really cool is if that is, an ink dot, and then I could find some other ones in my back stock that actually have the same type of ink dot on it. But anyways, I know I'm going over the Mankey. Your rare was Nidoqueen. Sorry, Trey. Nidoqueen's not that great of a rare either. It's, at least it's not the Kangaskhan. Nidoqueen is definitely one of those little mid-tier ones, but you didn't pull the holo. Sorry, it does happen. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks.